Good evening, or good morning. My name is Caitlin, and you're listening to the first episode of Late with Kate, the late night podcast for all your high school endeavors, coming at you pre-recorded from good old Hudson, New Hampshire on June 11th, 2018, 11:13 p.m. T-minus 3 days until graduation. Now, let's not get too excited. We as a society seem to get fairly riled up for an achievement that we're all expected to complete. Yet, graduation is a milestone. Just like our 18th birthday, it is one step closer to adulthood and one step closer to moving into that coveted, non-air-conditioned, boxed-in closet we call a dorm room. There is just one small issue. Poor kids, rich schools. Northeastern University, located in Boston, Massachusetts, is a private research university with an acceptance rate of 27% and a requirement of an average SAT of 1470 out of 1600. Northeastern University costs $68,000 per year. Northeastern University was too expensive for my family. Like most other high school students, my brother, Sean, had a dream school in mind, a college that would be an immediate yes upon acceptance. Yet, Northeastern only offered Sean $29,000 in financial aid, leaving $39,000 due per school year. After 4, possibly 5 years of college, Sean would leave school with $75,000 in student loans, and my mom would leave with an additional $75,000 in loans as well. Now multiply that by 2 kids. Attending a university has not always been this way. My mom graduated from St. Anselm College paying a total of $32,000 for 4 years and left with $10,000 in student loans. As of 2018, St. Anselm College cost $220,000 for 4 years of school. Attending a college is all about the money. There are average students who deserve to go to college, but because they are not in the top 10 of their class, play varsity sports, or come from a single-parent home, the needed financial support and grants to afford college are not supplied. Today, we are taught to accept and expect the disappointment of not attending colleges that we get into due to the outrageous price tag for a higher-level education. 20 years ago, college could be paid for with a summer job. Even though the price of college is one of the major factors in decision-making, students tend to disregard the schools that offer the best financial plans because of prior judgments and opinions. I know I have. I am set on traveling as far away from Hudson, New Hampshire as I possibly can, unless I get into my dream school, Boston University. I had the opportunity of sitting through a heartbreaking conversation of my mom informing my brother about the tuition from each of his accepted colleges. The conversation left me feeling lost and confused. It's not right that the cost of a college education is so steep that very few families can afford to pay the full bill. What is worse is that the very high and low income families either have or are given the money so that their children can attend their dream school no matter what the cost. It's the middle income families that are left to fend for themselves. College is becoming more and more of a financial burden. Between 2008 and 2013, states reduced financial support to top public research universities by nearly 30%. If you think that is enough stress as it is, being a New Hampshire resident and attending a New Hampshire school in order to receive that in-state tuition is more appealing in theory. With New Hampshire 4-year public colleges having the highest in-state tuition in the nation, students and families across the state undoubtedly feel the impact, causing many to choose schools elsewhere. Almost 60% of New Hampshire high school graduates that will attend a 4-year university leave the state for college. That's more than double the national average. Will the cost of attending college plateau? Most likely. Will the price be reasonable for the time that I enter college? That is a definite no. Though most universities are climbing in price and are tossing out student loans left and right, there are still other options. It's called the dream school for a reason. For most students, dream schools are unrealistic. They are a measuring device for what they are capable of and are used to answer the question of, would I have gotten in? It can be smart to look into schools far away from home in hopes of a low, out-of-state tuition. Whether picking a dream school or not, every student and parent in today's world will just have to be prepared to live with a little less money and a lot more ramen dinners and overpriced meal plans. Thanks for listening to Late with Kate. I'm Caitlin, and be sure to catch the next episode tomorrow night at any time between 10 p.m. and midnight. Thank you, and have a great night.